Hi, welcome to the concepts of microbiology, and today we are going to discuss the difference between agglutination and precipitation. Agglutination occurs when particulate antigen combines with its antibody in the presence of three important things which must be there. The first one is the presence of electrolytes, second is the optimum temperature which is around 25 degrees Celsius, and the third one is the optimum pH, and they result in visible clumps or aggregates. Particulate antigen includes bacteria, or it could be WBCs or RBCs, or it could be in the form of latex particles. Precipitation occurs when soluble antigen binds to a specific antibody in the presence of those three important conditions which were there in the agglutination as well. That is, first one is the presence of electrolytes, second is the optimum temperature, and then the third one is the optimum pH, resulting in precipitates which settle down. So precipitation is differentiated from agglutination in having a soluble antigen, and here we can see the left side of the test tube there is a cloudy solution which shows that there is no precipitation reaction, and in the right side of the test tube there is a ring of particles which is seen after centrifugation, and this shows the precipitation reaction in the right side of the test tube. Flocculation is same as precipitation, except that here in flocculation the precipitate floats, and one such example is the VDRL test used for the diagnosis of syphilis. In the applications of agglutination, the first one is the slime agglutination test, which is used for the identification of bacteria after culture, and secondly it is used for cross-matching of blood groups by using the specific antisera. Next we have the tube agglutination test, which is the quantitative procedure for determination of antibody titer. And the examples of this are: first one is the Vidal test for the diagnosis of paratyphoid fever, second is the Brucella agglutination test, third is the Beal-Felix test, and the last is the Paul-Bunel's test. Then we have the latex agglutination test, which is using latex as a particulate antigens, and most of the commercial diagnostic kits are having this principle. Examples for this latex agglutination test are: first one CRP or the C-reactive protein test, second is the RA or the rheumatoid arthritis test, and the third one is the ASO or anti-streptolysin O test. For more information, kindly subscribe to my channel and keep on watching further videos. Thank you for watching.